Some of you will get caught up in this trap of constantly learning because you're afraid to sit down with one model, follow the rules, stick to that process, and let it yield whatever experience is intended for you. And then you have a baseline. That's why I could literally give out a model every single day. And some of you want me to do that. But the only thing it's going to do is like a dog in a meat market. You ain't going to know what to do. You're going to run around and you just chase everything. Instead of simply sitting down and saying, you know what? I'll just have a filet. Thank you. And I've done that with the 2022 model. I've done that just recently with the silver bullet model. I have lots more coming, but you don't have to have anything else. The optimal trade entry was enough. OTE pattern, the flagship that was on my YouTube channel. That's enough. The 2022 model, that's enough. You can use it in every session. London, New York, PM session. You can use it in London close. You can trade it in Forex. You can trade it in futures. You can trade it in crypto. You can trade it in whatever you want to trade it in. It works. There's no excuse. You have zero excuse not to have some baseline by now. You should have some kind of experience to be able to say, you know what? This works. And I have to work on refining it, but I know it works because I've seen it in back testing, looking at where it has done this in the past. I tell you what time to look for these things to form. That way you're not just going around and looking at charts blindly. Go right to these specific times of the day. That's where it's going to form. For those people that go back in their old data and their old charts and they study that, they see it, they don't need me to do 50 examples of that. They don't need to see me do it live 50 times a week. They're sold on the idea. Okay, there's something here. It merits more investigation because I see the evidence of this thing occurring. It's not contrived. It's not conjectured. It's not made up. It's not fabricated. It's really happening every day. And once you see that, you don't need to have anybody else to cheerlead for you. You know, okay, there's something here. I'm going to mine that. So I give you just a few models so that way you go in and you now start working on the skill sets that are required. Not veering off course, hopping from one PD array, one approach, fair value gap, inversion, value gap, breakers, market maker models, buy, sell. There's 1,000 things out there that I teach. Every individual one of them is a model. Every single one of them is in an individual model. But I give you, this is the best way to learn. I'm allowing you to pick your weapon. I've opened my arsenal doors. So here it is. Look what I have here. Pick your weapon. But nothing changes when it comes to time. Time of day, these things occur at specific times, certain days of the week, certain weeks of the month, certain month of the year. I'm allowing you to bring your personality, your personal influence, because you're the problem and you're the last puzzle piece. See, some of you are sitting around here, you're writing diligent notes, you're doing this, you're doing that, and that's wonderful. But you're all waiting for that last penny to drop. The last ICT puzzle piece. And then it's all going to come together. It's all going to be crystal clear. Once he tells me this one PD, the 81 PD arrays, final last one. That's it. That's it. That's the Holy Grail. No, it's not. If you walked over to your mirror right now, look at yourself real quick. That's the final puzzle piece. And it's always been you. You're the reason why you succeed, and you're the reason why you haven't succeeded yet. And ultimately, you and you alone are the only reason why you're going to fail. That's not me talking down to you. That's me telling you the way it is. That's just the way it is. Are you coming to me for a constant dose of something new, but have done nothing with what I've already given you?
Yo, yo, yo. Good morning, guys. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you guys had a good weekend. What's going on? What's going on? Come on in. The water's fine, boys and girls. Like the stream on your way in. If you'd be ever so kind, say hello in the chat. If you're a real one. Good morning, Jamie. Good morning, Kevin. Good morning, Juan. From the Keem. Good morning. What's up, Don? Ivan, Wendell, ICTMK, Kenny, Mahavir. Good morning. What's up, Never Give Up Trader? I like your name. Good morning, Kookie, Oracle, Zachariah, Zakalamanja, Trader J Mark, Raymond, Thomas, Sam, Andre. Good morning, guys. Hope y'all are doing well. Happy Monday. TGIM. All right, guys. We got market open here in like 10 seconds. So let's dive in, shall we? What's up, Jason? Tyler? Pat? Good morning, guys. All right, so NFP week this week. So NFP protocol calls generally for trading Monday through Wednesday, and then being at the very least more cautious on Thursday, day before NFP, and then obviously trading NFP Friday after the news. So that is the plan for today. We don't have any impact, high or medium impact news on the calendar today, and it is the last day of the month. So sometimes the last day of the month can always be a little bit more sporadic and unpredictable, I guess. But looking at the monthly candle, this is the March monthly candle. Just a big fat BBC to the downside, boys. Just a big fat Drake candle down. And if I had to, I guess, lean one way, I would probably lean more towards today having a retracement up to create more of a lower wick on this monthly candle. I could be totally wrong, and this thing could just keep dying today. But I'd prefer to see a lower wick on the monthly candle left after the day is over and done with. We do have price gap down, obviously, Sunday open below this external low here on both of the indices, ES and NQ, but not on Dow Jones. So there is an SMT present if you factor in a YM at that low as well. Just continuing to kind of scale in here. As I scale in, and kind of everything that I just mentioned, you know, this big 4-hour imbalance here from the Friday 10 a.m. candle does stick out to me. And I would definitely like to see price draw towards this giant imbalance here that was left from Friday, and then, you know, new week opening gap, etc. Fill all of this in. Like I said, I could be totally off sides on that prediction, or maybe it's not really a prediction, more so just like something I hope to see. But we'll still play price and see what presents itself here. As of right now, price is opening up and going straight down, so that's fantastic. Manipulating lower, that's what we like to see. If you want to see higher prices, you want to see a move down first, right? But we do have one thing to keep in mind for something that is coming. Obviously, over the weekend, I don't know if you guys saw the headlines, but it sounds like there was even more tariff conversations going on over the weekend. And the tariffs, like the original tariff conversation, the tariffs are actually supposed to be imposed starting April 2nd. Not April 1st, because it's April Fool's Day, but April 2nd. So I'm definitely curious to see what kind of impact, if there's any added impact when they actually start taking place and going into effect on what's today? So on Wednesday, yeah, first of the month. But we'll look at this drop, guys. What in the world? We were just going straight down. Straight down, boys and girls. My goodness. Oh, yeah. How did you catch the shorts today? Oh, yeah. I just waited for opening bell and then just click short. How about you? Nice. Okay. Well, I mean, there's not a whole lot left to go off of at this point. We're just ripping through lows, man. What candle was that? Is this September? Yeah. September low. 19,000. So opening bell. Straight shot down here in the first 5 minutes. Already down over 100 points and counting. Coming up on a 1% drop to get us kicked off on a Monday. Let's go. Yeah. We're back. Alrighty. But let's see. Look at that. Perfectly smooth. Asia and London highs. Oh, yummy in my tummy. Come on. Me likey. So I'm gonna mark that out. That's gonna be my bias going into this silver bullet hour. Let's double this up. All right, guys. So yeah, that's gonna be my. I really like the equal highs, 272 Asia and London high. We just took out the September low with this move down. Want to see this become a Judas swing as price kind of plays out here. You know, hopefully we don't just make a V and go straight up. Be a little more challenging, but see if price can kind of accumulate a little bit here going into the macro and silver bullet hour would be nice. Set something up nice and clean for you kids. Lil Uzi said at 4 minutes ago, those relative equal highs from London and Asia are also great. Yeah, looks like we had the same exact thought, Lil Uzi. Anthony says, already done for the day. Already made 1%. 3 minute Sibby to the low-hanging fruit. Look at you, Anthony. Son of a gun. Where's the signal, dude? What's up, Mohammed? Yeah, I'll close the poll here. Close the, let's see, 151 votes. We've got 56% bearish. I don't know if people were just voting that because price was absolutely dying as they were voting or not, but 55% bearish, 29% bullish, and then some people think choppy. The only reason I wanted to include choppy in the poll today was because we had such a fat move on Friday that obviously after a big expansion move, sometimes you just get like an accumulation the following day. So I don't want to say that's an impossibility either, but yeah, man, I was not shorting right at the market open, so I did not catch that short, nor would I ever catch that short, to be honest. TBH. Sorry guys, other monitor kind of bugged out here for a second. We're all good now though. What do I think about footprint charts? I don't know. I don't really think much about them. I don't use them. I guess if you're a volume profile trader, maybe they make sense to use, but I don't think that if you're an ICT concepts trader, I don't think they add much value, to be honest. To me, I really believe that price does tell you where it wants to go. I mean, sometimes you're going to get too caught up into the lower time frames, and you know, as time passes and you're watching a 1 hour or a 1 minute chart, sometimes you lose sight of like the 15 minute and the 1 hour. Generally, if I'm off sides, I find that that's generally the case, right? Like if I'm watching the 1 hour or the 1 minute chart, I should say, and let's just say like 15-30 minutes has passed and I've kind of forgotten to check like the 15-minute candle closure, the 1 hour closure, whatever, you know, and then I end up taking like a 1 minute, you know, market structure shift to the upside, fair value gap, and then it fails. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I realize later, like, oh, I'm trading into a 5 or 15 minute or 1 hour gap, and then that's why it reversed and kept going lower. So, but no, I genuinely believe that just looking at price is telling you where it wants to go without a footprint chart, and I don't see what a footprint chart's going to help anyway. Seems like a day where we slowly grind back up to sweep early shorters and then continue to dump all day. Maybe, yeah. I would just like to be a part. I would just like to be a part of this move back up, if possible. I mean, with how fast and aggressive the sell-off was, we've seen days like this as well, where price just like, especially I feel like a month or a month and a half ago, we were just seeing price open up and just go straight down and never stop going down, pretty much all morning. So, those are a little bit harder for me, just because obviously I like to try to see the manipulation of a move and then catch the distribution back the other way. So if we don't really manipulate at all and we just go straight in one direction all morning, those conditions generally are a little bit tougher for me in the sense of like finding a trade. Sometimes I just usually end up sitting on my hands more so and not doing much, which is fine. Could be worse. Could be worse. Could be worse. I've always got that why didn't that work this time, all the rules were checked off situation. I wonder if there's an element missing. Yeah, I guess I can understand that perspective, laying trades, but that also has the implication that by adding something else, you're going to be 100% correct all the time, and that's just totally not true at all. That's the biggest misconception. People like, if you ask somebody to say out loud, is there any strategy out there that's 100%? You ask any trader, every single trader is going to say, no, of course not. Of course there's not a 100% strategy out there. But yet it's funny how once we take a loss on a perfect setup or whatever, like everything was in alignment, all the boxes were checked, it looked literally perfect. I don't know why the trade failed, but it failed. The reality is nothing in trading is 100% ever. And that's why I get a little bit irritated listening to some other traders talk about trading, because they'll talk with such a, they'll call it confidence. To me, it comes across as arrogance, because they talk in such a matter of fact, like absolutes. Oh, this happens, so this is going to happen 100%. You can't talk like that. The market could literally do whatever the fuck it wants to do, whenever the fuck it wants to do it, regardless of how good a setup is or what confluences you're using or whatever. Like, which is why risk management is the end all be all for trading. you could have the perfect setup and lose. You could have like a not so great setup and it's the best fucking trade you took all week. Like, sometimes markets can be unpredictable and they can be a little bit sporadic and irrational. All right. That's how the market takes our money. If it was 100% predictable all the time, we'd all be rich as fuck and society would collapse as we know it because there'd be nobody left working jobs. But I would say that's a pretty common feeling that most people have. Right? You feel like you've got a strategy and your technical analysis pretty down pat, and then you, for whatever reason, still have like losing streaks hit and it doesn't feel good. So the kind of knee-jerk reaction is I must be missing something. And sometimes you are. Right? But very rarely are you missing like, oh, if I fucking added the VWAP. If I added the footprints chart, if I get another monitor and I'm looking at Bookmap all day, that will be the one fucking missing piece that's going to make me a profitable ICT concepts trader. No. Do you only look for entry to present on NQ, or does ES need to look the same, like both inverse for displacement for? Oh, yeah, no, I don't. Obviously, it depends on the day, but generally speaking, if you have a setup on NQ and like we're displacing and setting up a trade on NQ, like we're going to be setting up something very similar on ES anyway. But I'm looking at NQ side by side right now, but no, yeah, I don't demand that. You know, if I have a draw identified and I'm kind of waiting for a setup to play towards that draw on NQ, I'm not like looking over at ES to make sure that it's hitting or making the same setup or anything like that, if that makes sense. I'll look at it for SMT, but no, yeah, I don't demand that. I feel like if I did demand that, that'd be a little bit of overanalyzing, and I'd probably end up preventing myself from taking a lot of good trades. Would it save me from like a loss here and there? I mean, probably. Because you're just taking less trades, but there is definitely a fine line of looking at too much shit. That's why I used to look at ES, NQ, and YM. Like I used to do like a 3 chart layout, and I'd look at all 3 at the same time. And I found that I missed out on way more good trades because I was like factoring in what YM was doing. I'm like, well, fuck, YM's in its own universe. So like there was always an SMT. So I'm like, oh, maybe I won't take this trade. And then I missed out on so many trades. I went like a whole week where I'm not taking anything pretty much. I'm like, well, that's nice. So I'm like, I'm just going to not look at as much shit. Less really is more. I know it's such a cliche saying. It really is. Most people are probably fucking sick of hearing people say it, but it really does seem like the less shit I look at, the more clear-minded I can be with trading the market that I'm trying to trade. Like, to be honest, sometimes I'd be better off not even looking at ES either. I'd just be better off looking at just NQ and just reading what price is showing me. Sometimes looking at ES with NQ is too much. You know? Fuck. Yeah, I used to look at YM, and then I used to look at the dollar as well. So I'd want to see the dollar doing the inverse of what the indices were doing, and I'd want to see all 3 indices in alignment. And I just, yeah, it wasn't very great. Here's what I am kind of eyeing up right now. I'm watching this 1 minute gap as a potential long play. Back to buy side. What's crazy is like you could be totally content with like this move here. The 1 to 3. It's crazy. Yeah, I'll probably give this a try if we get it. $15 seconds till the candle close. I'll play this inversion, yeah. We're gonna be in the macro here in 10 seconds after the close of this candle as well. See if we get it or not. If not, that's fine. We'll just keep waiting. Nothing yet. Look at that body close though, right on the September low. Fails to close back above there every time so far. Which tells me if we can get it. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right, guys. I went ahead and hopped in this. I like 9:30 open. It's a 1 to 3R. A little over actually. See if we get this to play out or not. I could be early if we manipulate a little bit lower here with the new 4-hour candle at 10 a.m. But I hope that I'm right on time. Ooh. Oh. Oh, wee. Nice little move. Nice. Come on. I'll go break even once we trade into this gap here. Yeah, nice reaction. Don't jinx it. You're confusing me. You're saying adjust my chart. It's not correct. What are you talking about? What's wrong with my chart? Peace out, Tom. See if this bullish breaker can hold. All right, yeah, we're only 4 minutes into this macro. We still got like 5 minutes, 6 minutes until the top of the hour, new 4-hour candle. See if there's any craziness that happens at the top of the hour. News at the top of the hour. I didn't see any news. It said there was nothing on my Forex Factory, unless it's like a yellow folder or something. In which case, we don't give a fuck. PMI. Am I high? Are you looking at Tuesday? There's nothing for Monday. Chicago PMI, is that a yellow folder? Okay, yeah, yellow. We don't care. We don't give a shit. All right. We hit my break-even point. I took a small partial there. But he's got me looking at Chicago PMI news, missing my partial. Yeah, I'm gonna ride this up to at least 9:30 open. And honestly, I think I'm gonna get fully out there. I'm gonna let my TP hit. I mean, it's a 1 to 3 over 130 points, and then potentially could set up like another move to. I might be able to replay the move or another move, a subsequent move. Might be able to play another move towards the equal highs, Asia and London. I could see it coming up, trading through 9:30 open, and then trading back down into this BPR. And then maybe trying that. So I'll try that if it sets up. Obviously, if it just runs, it just runs, but that'd be fine with me. But yeah, guys, break even. I took one little partial as we're trading into this 5-minute gap. We are getting into the top of the hour here. New 4-hour candle's about to open. And if this just like dies, I don't know. This could get honestly, if we come back to entry, I feel like this could get ugly and we could really dump today. So I honestly wouldn't want to see. I really wouldn't want to see displacement lower. We're probably going lower if that's the case. But yeah, nice little move here, guys. Nice little move here. Can't complain. We're currently up about 90 points. We're hitting this low here now. That's what this line is. $7:30 a.m. low. Bearish breaker. Hey guys, 381 of you is here. Give the stream a thumbs up if you don't mind. Very nice. Yeah, we're already up 1 to 2, I think, on this. We've hit 1 to 2 already, I should say. So yeah, we've been cooking, chat. Moment of truth, though. Moment of truth. Hit premium of the range, higher time frame, fair value gap, bearish breaker block. Moment of truth and 10 a.m. So. Honestly, if we create an inversion here, I'm going to close this trade. I'm gonna give it the 1 minute candle. We got 30 seconds. So looking like we'll get a favorable close on this candle here. But this is what I'm watching, guys. This gap here, tapping into a bearish PD ray. We're setting up the opposing PD ray against the trade now. So if we create this inversion here and this PD ray fails, this is a bullish breaker. I mean, we're basically breaker versus breaker right now. Bullish breaker versus bearish breaker. You can see the bearish breaker here on the 5. Bullish breaker here on the 1 here. So did not get the inversion, so I'm still in this trade. Trying to hold it out here. Oh, congrats, Kookie. Very nice. No, Bakal, I appreciate the compliment. I don't think I wouldn't say I'm the GOAT. I don't think that'd be accurate. I might look like a goat. I don't know if that's what you meant, but people have told me in the past that I look like a big bird. Maybe like picture like a dodo bird, maybe. Like a dodo bird, or like maybe like a peacock. Yeah. You know?
Oh, make you want to kick a fat kid at Kmart. You know what I'm saying?
But the goat talk, that's, no, I don't know if I don't accept it. I wish.
Not around here, partner. Not around here.
All right, guys, 9:30. We're in first presentation fair value gap right now. I'm gonna go ahead and just start trailing stop up. Watching these candle closures. I want to keep seeing candle closures, preferably above old highs. All right. I'm going to take one more off there. Stop is trailed, 2 partials taken. Honestly, at this point, I could maybe get away with just continuously trailing from here. Where's buy side? 272. But yeah, guys, nice, what was that? 100 something points. Definitely a nice move to pay yourself. I mean, yeah, don't give it all back. Don't round trip this if this rejects here. I mean, you can do whatever the fuck you want, I guess, but I wouldn't recommend it. No, I don't feel like I jumped in early, Ernesto. No. No, I don't feel like I jumped in early. And I'll if you weren't here early to start the stream, I would encourage you to get here, get to class on time. You know what I mean? But I'll go over the thought process again. But in short, it's the last day of the month. The March candle is just a big BBC to the downside. We didn't really have like a lower wick. We gapped lower to start the week off, below external lows. We traded lower at the market open to September lows. Like, for all those reasons, I was just favoring that to be manipulation to go back higher. And we had equal highs as well. Asia and London that I liked for a draw. Obviously, what we do in between here and there, who knows? But yeah, no, I don't think this was early at all. But yeah, we've been doing well, guys. I'm not gonna lie. We cleared 500 points on stream last week. Cleared over 100 so far today. Even if this trade, the rest of it gets stopped at in profit here. So yeah, we're doing great. Doing great. Trying to take advantage of some good price delivery. Mentally, I'm in a good spot. I feel like I'm reading price well. I can't complain. Yeah, we're kind of slowing up here at that first presented fair value gap. Now we're kind of trapped in between first presentation and obviously just continuing bullish order flow here potentially. But stop has showed up to below this low. To me, that would be my 3 PD arrays beginning to fail. You know, you have this bullish fair value gap here. You could consider this a bullish breaker or order block, whatever you want to call it. I don't really get too caught up in the precise terminology, but bullish fair value gap here, order block, breaker block, and then this obviously becoming an inversion as well. So that'd be my 3 PD arrays failing. That's why I feel fine trailing it here, because if we give up this level, I just think it's likely that we see new lows. So at this point now, though, because I've taken a couple partials, moved my TP up to that buy side level at those equal highs, and then I'm just going to continuously start trailing as we trade through, you know, 9:30 open and midnight open, etc. We'll do it like that, boys. See if we can get maybe a low resistant run higher from here. We'll see. Peace out, Salt. Congrats, man. Let's check real quick. Don't want to lose sight of ES here. This is where I do want to pay attention to ES for you guys wondering. Like, you know, I want to pay close attention to, obviously, once we start creating SMT against the trade as well at these points of interest. I think that's important to keep an eye on. Because at this point, you catch a big trade like this, you know, I'm not like as concerned. There we go, hit 9:30 open there, guys. So that was the initial like target. And if there's like a if there's a quick lack of respect, or if there's a lot of respect shown here, I'm gonna just probably close this trade, which I might do. I'm gonna give this maybe like a minute. But no, my mindset is once you catch like a big move like this, I'm more concerned about like, you know, if we go from here to here, that's great. If I catch it, great. But if not, I'd be more mad about giving all of this back or like a big chunk of this back. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like sometimes it's a little bit of battle between fear and greed here, because the greed kicks in and you're like, fuck, if we went here, we could go here, right? And then you might end up giving like all your profit back, you know? So I don't want to do that. Especially on a Monday, right? Like, you got to think, you know, what's your expectation, right? You got to kind of pick your days of like when you want to maybe quote unquote swing for the fences, and maybe other days you want to not ask too much from the market, right? And be content with enough. So what I'm watching here, guys, is I'm looking at like the previous 1 minute candle did not take that high there. And we're trading into this 1 minute. We left this gap here. So I'm just like giving this a moment to trade back into this. And I'd like to see a quick respect and at least back to this high. And then like if we showed respect, I'd like just get out of the trade. I'm trying not to cut it too early here, and then, you know, it does quickly run. I got to keep reminding myself that I've already partialed, so, you know, I don't need to be like super, super quick on the trigger. You know? All right, I really would not want to. I'd want to see this become a swing low here and start working higher. Once we trade through new highs, I'm trailing aggressive. I'm trailing the swing lows inside this bullish PD ray. And honestly, if we close back below 50% of this first presentation, I might cut it as well. Okay, I'm going to take it off there, guys. I understand that this could still go up, but I'm not willing to give back however many more points this would be if it sells from here. I'd be giving back over 60 points. So that's fine with me. We did hit 930. Seeing some resistance here. We do have a bearish SMT, so this was part of it. This is part of it as well. You see this, this is the 15-minute chart on ES, by the way. So as I toggle, I'm going to toggle up to NQ here. For those of you guys wondering, like here's the SMT. See that? So just reasons for taking the trade off. It could still play out. I still would probably lean that way. But I got nothing to be mad at now. Ended up with about a 2.6 R. If you look at it that way. But yeah, nice trade there, guys. I'm not mad at it. And yeah, let's see how this sets up the rest of the morning here. Let's see if it just continues now. That's possible as well, I suppose, but 3-minute gap there. Obviously a 1-minute gap. But yeah, regardless of, even if it does play out, you know, the rest of the way without me, I really do, like, I'll be able to look back at this chart and just kind of look at the levels that I marked out and, you know, watch back the stream. And to me, I've taken partials and, you know, obviously closed trade here at logical levels. So even if the rest of the move does play out without me, I can be, you know, content with how I managed it. Let's see. Maybe it'll just die here and I'll be like so happy that I got out. Normal RR, I don't know. NQ is my GF. I like your name, by the way. I don't know my average RR. I like to aim for at least 1 to 2 and higher. I definitely never partial before 1 to 1. So, but obviously when you're taking partials, your R to R gets skewed a little bit. But yeah, I never partial before 1R ever, and preferably 2R and above. But it just kind of depends, right? Like, I don't have a rigid rule for like, oh, I need this or I need that. I'm just like, what is price showing me? Do I see a setup to trade price and to where and to why? And then like the way that I'm looking at this is like, dude, once we've traded up into here, we've created bearish SMT against the trade. Inside this big higher time frame imbalance, we take 930 open, etc. Like, dude, I don't know what we do from here. Honestly, it's kind of a toss up. You know what I mean? Like, but the odds are lower now. I think we'd all agree, right? Once you trade into a premium of a range, you got bearish SMT. You're kind of forming PD rays against your trade, right? So it's like, who's to say this doesn't retrace all the way back down to the low? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, it's all probabilities, but my confidence kind of has reason to waver a little bit, that it's just gonna continue going straight up, you know. It's all probabilities. So like I said at the beginning of the stream, there's no 100% absolutes in trading. You're collecting the data. It's like you're in court, right? Picture yourself on the stand. You got to defend every trade management decision you make. Can you defend every decision you make with logic? Or are you up there with your dick in your hand, looking like a dum-dum? You know? And if the latter is true, then you got to work on some stuff. If the latter isn't true, then you're doing all right. I don't care if your risk to reward is 1.5R. But if I had to guess my risk reward statistic, like on average after partialing and everything, it's probably I'd be surprised if it was like far over 1 to 2, to be honest. Probably right around 1 to 2. But that's fine with me because I feel like that allows me to have a little bit higher win rate, and psychologically and emotionally that's a little bit better for me. I can't, you see some of these guys like, oh, 1 to 5R, 1 to 10R. It's like, yeah, but you lose 80% of your trades. You need to win at least 20 to 25% just to be profitable on that type of a RR. But that much losing would be tough for me. I would be fucking pissed. I can't lose that much. I want to win like 7. I want to win anywhere from 6 to 8 trades out of 10, like on average. That'd probably be about right. I think we'd all agree. If you lose enough trades, I don't care what your risk reward is. It's plus you find yourself like, let's say you're one of those traders like, oh, I trade 1 to 5R or higher. It's like, you know, your confidence is starting to waver a little bit. You know, a little bit more doubt creeps in. You start to second guess things a little bit more after you've lost like 3 trades in a row. It gets a little bit tougher. I don't care who you are. But yeah, guys, I can't complain. I feel like market's been setting up some pretty clean stuff the last few weeks. It's just, I mean, looking at this would have been absolutely picture perfect exit. So that's kind of just funny that way, I guess. But picture perfect exit was this original target of 930 open. If you ended up just like getting straight in here and straight out here and you did like a full pull today, congrats, that's dope. That's like the best possible scenario as of right now. Not bad for a Monday, eh, boys? Where are we at here? It's only 10:20, man. So, shit. Hey, look, this 15-minute now on ES. Shoot. Yeah, the only thing that I would have been considering continuing to play would have been a continuation higher. I'm not interested in trading a reversal back lower. At least not for this morning. So TBH, if we see price go lower from here, I might just call stream. I know, kind of a quick stream if that's the case, but I don't see an opportunity that I cared personally to play. If you're bearish and you want to play this, go for it. But otherwise, I could be content for the morning if this trades lower here. Let's see. Five minute, 15, 1 hour. Kind of an immediate rebalance on this 1 hour to that order block. 30 minute. 30. Look at that 30-minute candle. 8 minutes left on that. Oof. 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 4 hour. Oh, God. Wow. Shoot. Well, guys, no, I can't go golf, Tim. Tim, we got fucking like 2 inches of snow last night. What the hell? Dude, this is the only thing that sucks about Wisconsin is it was 70 degrees last week on Friday. And over the weekend, it was like 20s and snowy. Yeah. No, yeah, I went to the driving range Friday. And I'm like, oh, middle of the day, perfect. Like when we were done trading, I'm like, I'm gonna go hit some balls at the range. I show up there, the parking lot is jam-packed. Jam-packed. Not an open bay. And there was like 10 guys waiting in line to get in. I'm like, bruh. I haven't swung my golf clubs yet. It's pissing me off, dude. I need to get out there. This trade for rent. I like your name. Listen, this wicked slice isn't gonna fix itself. Yes, gotta vote on April 1st. Yep. Elon Musk just spoke last night. In Green Bay, go Pack go, baby. Come on. Jeffrey Dahmer. Yeah. Yeah, listen, Wisconsin's known for a lot of things. Whether it's beer, cheese, winter, serial killers, cannibals, rigged elections. You name it, we got it. All right? We got it all. It's like it's like just like having a girlfriend, right? They got multiple mixed personalities. Wisconsin's no different. At least it's better than West Virginia, though, right? West Virginia is like hills have eyes, people. But Kale says, let me I don't know if you meant to say let me know when you'll be in Chicago. I have not been in Chicago in a long time. But yeah, if I'm ever in the area, maybe I'll let you guys know. We're at 50% of the open range. Yeah. Kind of starting to trade lower here. Is there any questions, guys? Do you guys, I mean, I feel like I went over the setup. Do you guys need me to go over the setup again before we hop off? I'm probably going to call it a morning, to be honest. That boy, Timmy. Tim, where are you? Are you in Wisconsin too? I couldn't tell. I don't know if you said that earlier or not. Oh, you're in Connecticut. Sorry, my bad. I missed it. So you live kind of by ICT then. Doesn't ICT live in Maryland? Dude, go meet up with ICT. What are you doing? Tell him to come hang out on stream, and that the one time he was on my stream and he thought I was talking shit. That's not the norm. I don't know if he thinks he probably just hates me now, to be honest. You know, he shows up to my stream one day. He's probably like, "Oh, look at this little white boy trading ICT concepts. He's live streaming. Let me just go pop in there and say, and you know, just see what he's saying." And I'm sitting there talking about Robin's Cup and like how how I was kind of disappointed in how he handled that whole thing. Oh my god! Now he probably thinks I'm just some big hater. He was probably so confused. Why is this guy trading ICT concepts? This guy sounds like he hates me. Oh shucks, dude. We'll get back in the will, boys. We'll get back. Hopefully he'll put us back in the will. You know, I don't want to be one of those disowned children. We'll see. He hasn't been back since. That's why I think he might be mad at me. But all right, guys. Yeah, let's do a little quick P&L check before we hop off here. People are already jumping off because they got their trade and they fucking dipped. And then while you guys are answering this, I'll go over the thought process one more time. I mean, I didn't say anything super bad, Sean. I was just saying like, you know, that I don't put him on a pedestal. I don't view ICT as some like trading Jesus or anything like that, and that he has his faults like every human. So I was saying pretty reasonable stuff, and how you know, I was pretty disappointed specifically in the whole Robin's Cup situation last year because he talked a lot of smack about it and then didn't deliver. So I was just like, you know, I'm a big like, if you say you're gonna do something, you got to do it type of a guy. So I don't know if he took that the wrong way, right? I really didn't mean it like, but I'm being honest. What am I gonna do? Lie? I was disappointed, ICT. I was rooting for you. I went to Vegas. I put my life savings on you winning the Robins, and now I'm broke. Thanks. I put it on a 16-leg parlay. It was the only leg that did. It was the only leg that didn't hit. You know how rich I'd have been? The only leg that didn't hit was that. Of course I'm gonna be salty. Man. Hopefully he forgives me though. He's a man of God, so you know, big on forgiveness. But anyway, yeah, let's go over this trade one more time, guys. Sorry. Get a little sidetracked here. So again, the logic coming into today. Little bit of just higher time frame. Understand, obviously, you guys, we all trade ICT concepts for the most part. Power of three. We know open, low, or sorry, bearish candle. Open, high, low, close. Right? Monthly candle. It's the last day of the month. I'm expecting coming into today that we create some level of a wick. Right? It's a pretty reasonable expectation. We trade lower through these external lows to start the week off. Don't ask me to predict. Like I don't have like necessarily a bias where this weekly candle will go. I don't know as of yet. I'm waiting for more information, and I think as we get closer to NFP, that'll be more of a obviously more indicative of what we do. But yeah, then going into market open, we open up, we go straight down, we take out the September lows. And at this point, I'm just favoring longs. I'm not looking for shorts. I'm looking for longs. This trade sets up here in the macro. I know that T Trades, which shout out T Trades. I respect T Trades. I think anybody that trades ICT concepts knows who T Trades is because he has a lot of education on YouTube for free. And he seems to know quite a bit. But he did get into it with ICT, it sounds like, on Twitter like a week ago, talking about how macros don't exist. And he's just talking about 4-hour power of 3. And I'm like, if you look at all the trades we call out, like the two big ones, Wednesday and Friday specifically, and today, if you were waiting for the 4-hour candle, you fucking missed this move. And now what are you trading in? Chop? Right? But here's the macro, and here's the inversion, and this was where my entry was. I'm sorry, I got is this right? Yeah. So my my entry literally was the minute of the macro beginning was my entry. So technically, yeah, no, here, literally the exact minute. And then boom, in the macro to 10:10 a.m. Oh, what a quinky dink. Macro ends, we hit the high. Wow. The only thing would have made this trade better would have been like a SMT at this low down here, but that would have been the only thing. Otherwise, yeah, this was great. I feel like we nailed it. But anyway, guys, hey, appreciate you showing up. Give the stream a thumbs up. Big ol' thumbs up for your boy. Thumb me, if you would. And I want you guys to, if you're up today, looking at the poll, 66% green. Fantastic. Fantastic. Love it. Love to see it. So congrats if you guys are green. If you're red, it's fine. Don't panic. Just kidding. You should probably panic and risk it all. Nah, I'm just playing. But, yeah, you know, be smart, be wise today. Last day of the month. Just Monday. Got a long week ahead. Okay. And, close this poll off here. All these concepts. Oops, shit. I did not mean to do that, Kenny. Sorry. But yeah, 16 leg parlay. That's funny. But yeah, I have a lot of free videos on my YouTube that go over this stuff. Same as my TikTok, just like basic models and concepts and stuff. Otherwise, ICTs videos. Yeah. There's a plethora. Absolute plethora. All right, guys. Hey, enjoy your Monday. I appreciate you guys showing up as always. I will be live tomorrow as well. Same time, same place. I don't know if I'll take any other trades today or not. If I do, I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord, Twitter, YouTube, etc. But hey, appreciate you guys. Peace and love. I'll see you crazy cats tomorrow.
Sits at his desk, coffee in hand. The NASDAQ charts on his screen, he's in command. He's a day trader, chasing dollars and dreams. Using ICT concepts, he's got some tricks up his sleeves. From Fibonacci retracement to volume spread analysis, Tyler knows the smart money, he's gaining an advantage. He watches the market like a hawk in the sky. With every tick and every turn, he's catching the high. Running with the smart money, kicking up dust. Tyler trades a day trader you can trust. He's dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire. with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire.